One of the first problems I have to deal with my new 944 is the fuel gauge. I disconnected the battery so you can't see it, but it hovers around a quarter. We ran out of gas the other day because I thought there was a quarter tank left, and what I found is once we filled it up, it slowly moved and then stopped. That's a classic problem for the float, so the first thing we're going to do is remove it and clean it and see if that fixes it. So here's the fuel sender unit top. We have to remove those screws, and I've already removed the wires. We took a picture of it so we know where the wires go. The reason I put the duct tape there is so we know the orientation when we got to put the wires back. So what we have to do is remove those screws. We've already disconnected the battery because it's a fuel tank, and we'll go from here.
So basically another thing you should do is clean these
The contacts.
So
You do underneath it too?
yeah.
You don't have to have less folding in your... There you go, now come underneath. There you go, that's the way. We're going to do that for all three of them because this car is 33 years old and every electrical connection is suspect.
So now that we have the paper towel down, my dad's going to talk, and...
Here's the sender unit, and it's spilling out fuel, so let's
Very fast.
let that spill out.
Don't be scared. You should put some paper towels down so your car doesn't get...
This might be a sign that the float is stuck, because as I pulled it up, the float should have gone down, but it looks like there's fuel above it. So that could tell us something about the fact that this is clogged. Once we get this drained and out, we'll come back.
Yes. Okay.
You can see this is the gasket that was on the top of it. It's in pretty bad shape, and I'm going to order a new one. But I'm going to use this for the time being because I think it's still going to do its job, but clearly I want to replace this. So notice that even with the carb cleaner, I got to clean this rod so it moves smoothly. I'm not sure this is the best sandpaper to use, and these are very delicate, so I'm going to be very, very careful.
I'm not going into this, but...
So I don't want to ruin anything. And here we go. It moves very freely right now. It looks fairly clean. I'm going to give it one more little scrub.
Dad, can you do that again? Can you move it?
It moves very freely, almost on its own. See? So that looks like it's in good shape.
That's perfect, yeah.
I'm going to clean it a little more because this is going back in the tank. God knows what's been in the tank for 33 years. And we may be in good shape. I'm going to let it dry and we'll put it back in.
Bye. So right now what we're doing, we're just cleaning it out a little bit, and he's gonna put that back in. So tell him how you're gonna do that.
Well, because we put this piece of tape here, I know which way it should be oriented.
Also, I think you can turn it while you're putting it in.
I'm gonna put it back in. It's a little bent, it seems. There we go.
No, that's the wrong way.
I think that's correct. Oh, no, that's not correct. That's correct. No.
That's
correct. There we go. So we're just going to bolt it back up, hook it up.
We'll be right back.
Right. As you can see, all the connections are back. We tidied everything up. We think it's going to work, but the next time you see us, we're going to be connecting the battery, and hopefully the fuel gauge should move all the way up easily. Fingers crossed. Okay, here's the moment of truth. Let's see if the gauge moves. Ah!
Oh!
It went all the way! We did it! The fuel gauge works! Woohoo! Good work!